Hello, welcome back. Thank you for choosing to watch this week's week-to-week video. If you are new here, my name is William, along with my wife Laura, my brother Andrew. We run the attachment company. Monday evening here in central Scotland, 7 p.m. We had a day for the grabs today. If you watched last week's video, you'll have seen us getting a few of them ready. First one out was the G-Rake 25EG. That was a big Selector grab on an S40 bracket to go under a customer's rotating quick hitch. Second in the list was the little other end of the scale, the G-Rake 10-5, a little 5-finger timber grab. It was fitted with a bracket to go on a customer's JCB ton-and-a-half machine. And on that note, here are the pictures. So thank you again, Ewan, for the business. It's very much appreciated. He's had that home, got it fitted, and it is ready to go to work. And there's nothing more fulfilling than seeing customers happy with their purchase and getting on the machine and getting it ready to go to work. Other than that, we have picked up some brackets this morning. We have sorted some buckets for the PC26. I'll show you that tomorrow. And we have started prepping some orders to go out tomorrow morning as well. But that is you pretty much caught up. Thank you again for clicking on this week's video. Let's get to the rest of the week. Two orders going this morning, the first being a G-Rake GR90. It's the smallest in the G-Rake models. We've done one of them last week, a 150 and a 120 actually, but so we've done the whole range in the last couple of weeks. Next one going is the most run-of-the-mill thing we do in here, an Auger Torque X2500 package with a 200 and a 300mm diameter auger and a bracket for a Volvo EC25. So yeah, some run-of-the-mill stuff this morning. The G-Rake's done. I'm about to wrap this and it'll be ready to go as well. Not going to lie to you folks, in terms of action and things to show you, then this week has been fairly terrible. It's not been a terrible week, but it's been terrible for things to show you. Anyway, it is 7 p.m. Thursday evening. Let me catch you up on what I can show you, really. A couple of brackets back I picked up today. One, I believe, in tomorrow for a customer's planer order. The other one is the top bracket for the big tilt bucket. That's the one that we stripped off the other day there. What else has been going on? Buckets are fitting the PC26. Oh, on the PC26 note, we are pretty close to finalising that becoming our own demo machine, and one that we can use here to make content and to get it out on demos and get people sitting in it and trying it. So I'm really looking forward to be able to do something on that. On the offices, I picked up our doors earlier this afternoon. We have obviously the skirting board fitted from the weekend, and Laura was in and she's painted up the skirting board on the black walls. It's looking really good in here. So this will be where my desk is, and obviously be able to sit here, look out, see what's going on, see your new machine or your new tools you're coming in to look at. So really happy with the progress in here. Laura's dad's coming back at the weekend to help us fit the doors, and by help us fit the doors I mean he's coming back to fit the doors. Other than that, really, we sent one order out this morning, an S4 250mm tungsten auger. It's really about the height of it. I had a meeting on Teams with the accountant this afternoon, all was well there also, so yeah, some boring stuff to show you. We'll try and see what we can pull together for tomorrow and for Saturday, but it's the whole point of these videos is to show you what's going on, I suppose. So you're up to date. It's 7 PM, it's Thursday, and that is us for the day. Do we have anything more exciting to show you this morning? No we don't. But we do have a couple of things heading out. First one is a 200mm diameter S4 hard rock auger for a customer to use on his 2500 auger torque drive. Second one is a bracket we got made a couple of weeks ago now actually. Finished painting it the other day there. Made some hoses up this morning. That's going for a customer's C-Mex planer. Now the reason it's going on its own, customer is in a bit of a hurry to get working, so planer is going direct from Italy to them. This is going to them as well, and they can bolt the bracket on, put the hoses on, and it'll be ready to go. Normally we don't do that because I like to get them here and make sure they are put together and ready to go when they leave here, but it will save a few days just getting it shipped straight to him, ship that to him, they can put the two together and they can go to work. I would have liked to show you that though, because it's a PLB 300 for concrete planing, which we have not done before, but anyway, there you have it. I can't show you it because it's not here. A couple of things to share with you, Komatsu related. As I mentioned yesterday, the PC26 is going to become our demo machine. That is all but confirmed this morning. I signed the paperwork and that is in the process of being the case. So what does that mean? It means obviously that we now have, we have machines, but we now have our own machine that can actually be put to work. We can go out, we can give it to customers for demos, we can run it here, we can put attachments on it, we can make videos, we can make pictures, we can make content, whatever we want with the 26. So hopefully that has to be a positive for the business, to have that as an asset to hopefully, one, sell more Komatsus, and two, make more content and ultimately sell more attachments as well. On that note, of course, one of our biggest in terms of one, value, two, complexity, three, just one of the coolest ones we do is of course the Knox Tiltrotator. That is one on the PC55. I'll cut in a little bit of footage here from the open day of that working. Now there is a unit that fits a 2.6 ton machine. It's the baby brother of the 07, it's on the 55, it's a TR045. All well and good, my only one concern was the weight, or is the weight of the unit. Because it is for machines up to 4 ton, it's heavy enough to be able to cope with that. It doesn't make it too heavy for the 26, was my worry. So we have developed a real crude test this morning just to see if I think at all that it'll handle it. Now we have a Hill Tefra coupler, standard pin grabber coupler, that's 20 odd kilos. We have the Aztrack grading bucket, that's 130 kilos, and we have the S60 Attachworks cable bucket hooked on the bottom. Now that is, you probably can't tell for there, but that is floating, it is all off the ground at the moment, and we're pretty much at full stretch, albeit we are curled under, so this could come a little bit further out, but for the purposes of trying it this morning, it does demonstrate the purpose. So we are at about 600 kilograms from the end of the dipper to the floor. Does it do it? So hopefully you can see that we are right on the balance point of what it will take. So the rear track, if I don't touch the machine, is on the ground, the bucket is off the ground, and I am literally one finger lifting the rear track of the machine. We're obviously cross carriage because cross carriage is where you notice the weight most, but I am able to rock that with one finger. We are off the ground, and you probably can't tell, can you tell from there maybe, that we are off the ground in the front, and we are just sitting on the floor at the back. So does that help us? Well, the TR045, I'll set you there a minute, is 155 kilograms in the configuration that we would run it here. I will put the drawing on the screen. I don't know where to point, but it's somewhere at the bottom of the drawing. You'll see the dead weight's 155 kilograms. If we then put another 150 kilograms of a bucket under it, we're at 300. it's half of what's sitting on there just now. Now granted, you still need capacity to be able to lift material with a bucket, but you're never going to lift 300 kilograms of material with a bucket and a tiltrotator at full stretch. So I think my intuition tells me this might be okay, but it's obviously a commitment from us on buying the unit and putting it on the machine, installing it, because it will need to be the full spec setup with the joysticks. So yeah, what do you think? What's your thoughts? Should we go for it? It'd be really cool. It'd be extremely cool if we get a unit here, get it on the machine and get it working, but it'd be completely daft if it's far too heavy for the setup. So let me know what you think in the comments, and I will keep you updated on what we decide to do. What is it? Hey! Have you ever seen a dog as excited for a new piece of carpet? Have you ever seen a dog as excited for carpet?
No.
So we figured Friday afternoon we would spend some time, make some more progress on the offices. So we've got heaters mounted on both the walls, mounted and working. We've got the carpet looked out for measured. What have you been up to?
Paint the skirting, the black skirting.
Wasn't facing your face then?
Black skirting. I'm not quite going into the white. I took all the paper, the tape and stuff off. We've put the radiators, new radiators in both 1 and 2. We've cut the carpet, and you've built the chair.
I've built the chair.
One of 2 chairs. So yeah, progress. We're getting there.
I think it looks good.
I think it will look good. Yeah, definitely.
We're done for the night. Was it 7 o'clock?
I think it's 7 o'clock.
Yeah. Back to what? Carpet and doors tomorrow.
Carpet and doors tomorrow. Dad's coming back to help, which is good.
Nice.
He's been a good help.
So that is us done for Friday. Saturday afternoon, and we're making some more very good progress on the offices. Both doors hung. First one there I've just showed you with the handle and the latch and the lock working. I think it's 5 PM. I think we've got time before I need to get home to do the second one, so let's go and get that done. Sunday morning, well Sunday afternoon now actually, because spring has sprung apparently, and the clocks went forward, so it is 12:30. We are back in doing the finishing the facings around the doors in the office. So I'm not, Bob is, so thank you very much to him for that. I, however, have finished assembling the big 14-ton tilt bucket. This is the one where we're getting the bracket changed on the top to 65mm pins to fit a 14 tonner. I've done a really tidy job of that. So we've got it hooked up to the test pack. Let's test it, see if it's working before we take it out and clean it. Great success. Excellent. Right, let's get it out, get it washed. Then we're going to back in, touch up the little bits of paint that we've dinged from reassembling it, and it can be good to go tomorrow. While I may never be a carpet fitter in my life, I do have a very nearly finished office with door, skirtings, basins, carpet, and a nice view out to the warehouse. And maybe hopefully you can see that for the reflection. And the glass needs cleaned, but hopefully you can see that. Yeah, just taking a minute, got the carpet down. As I say, I will probably never make it as a carpet fitter. It looks good, but it's probably not the best carpet laying job you've ever seen, but more than fine enough for in here. Bob finished the doors and the facings today, so thank you very much for that. He might watch this, he might not, but if he does, thank you very much for that. You see them there. Just a quick look around the facings. We do have to touch up the painting. We do have to paint the skirtings as well. Oh, there's a tire boy, and I really like the black wall, but it's proven a bit of an upkeep already. I don't know if you can see the marks on it on the camera, but yeah, to say marks easy is an understatement. Anyway, I was determined to get my computer and my desk in here and set up this week, but it is 5:45 actually. It's Mother's Day. Mine is on holiday, but both my grands are there, so I'll go and see them for an hour or so, then go home and get some tea and call it a week. So it may not have been the most exciting week to show you, but we did get a load achieved when I take a minute and think about it. This afternoon we have got a fair bit achieved this week, which is very, very promising. So yeah, if you made it to the end of this week's video, thank you very much again for watching. Let us know in the comments what you thought about it, and we will see you next week. Alright, Woody boy, what do you think of the new carpet? You like it? Cheerio, bye. See you next week.